I want to ask you about the Globes. The Globes. First of all, I don't even know what project Hugh would have been nominated for, but when the nominations were announced on Monday, most people had the same reaction, which is, "What are these movies? I've never heard of them," or I have no desire to see them." And the only things I care about were the things that were streaming.
It's true.
Like
It's true.
Timothy Chalamet Ding Dong got his nomination. I hope he's happy. He won't be till he gets that Oscar. But when is Hollywood going to get the memo? And what does this mean for what looks like the proposed deal for Netflix to purchase Warner Brothers?
Big questions there. The first one is Golden Globes. I've been many times. It was delicious. It was such a sloppy,
It was
messy.
so fun.
Oh, it was so much fun. And then they all got in trouble because they're corrupt, and then they try to fix it, and now they've changed who they're nominating. I blame this on the people who try to fix the Globes. Leave it sloppy.
And then they went woke, right? Didn't
go woke.
wokeism also kill it? And like Tom Cruise gave back his Golden Globe very theatrically. Oh, yeah.
The thing about the Globes that I loved, they've destroyed. So they've tried to make the Globes legit. And when you make something legit and you change the people that vote, you get all these foreign movies that we've never, ever heard of. And so part of the joy of the Globes for me historically was it was the movies that we would go to see because they wouldn't care less. They didn't care if Mission Impossible won, The Tourist with Angelina won one year. Like they just picked movies that would make great television at that broadcast. And so they always wanted stars there. Then they fixed it. I use that in quotes. They fixed it. They ruined it. So now it's the same snobs who vote on the Oscars and all those other tedious, boring award shows. This year, I think there's 4 foreign movies up for Best Picture, and all the movies that we saw are not up. And so the Globes is gone, and they destroyed it by trying to make it legitimate. Go back to being this sloppy, messy, fabulous night where we could all sit with our friends. It's now too buttoned up. I think it's going to be tricky, though, because I think now that it's really hard to get people to watch an award show if you don't care about who the award goes to. And so the years they give awards to Titanic, the years they at least nominate Avatar, big movies that we've all seen. Hey, Wicked wasn't nominated for the category of Best Picture. And so like a massive movie, when you stop nominating the movies that we see, we're going to stop caring about the awards that you give out. So they've ruined the Golden Globes here by trying to make it more legit. I love that it was totally illegitimate. I met a lot of people that voted. I think the number was so small, you could actually meet them all. Like I was part of campaigns in Hollywood where we'd fly all the voters to Vegas or to a fabulous dinner. Or I think Cher once put on a private concert just for Golden Globe voters. And I think she won. And so Tom Ford got in trouble when he said he directed a movie, the fashion guy, he directed a movie, The Designer, and he sent everybody a $60 bottle of Tom Ford fragrance. He won.
That means it was a tiny bottle, though, because his fragrance costs a lot of money. And I love Tom Ford, and I love his movies. I think he's a genius, but it was like a sample size.
It's a little sample, but it's
like the strip in the magazines.
So I think here the joy of the Globes is just that it was messy, and now they're trying to make it not so messy. And the problem is with that is we get all these dull movies nominated. Dull.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. The Globes was really fun back when everybody went and got drunk. Everybody would be drinking at their tables.
I loved it.
And like Ricky Gervais is the last bastion of, like insulting them all. And my favorite Ricky intro of all time. He said, "Ladies and gentlemen, the only person that Ben Affleck has not been unfaithful to, Matt Damon." The crowd went electric. It was wild.
It's great. I think I've still got high hopes for Nikki Glaser. It's hard, though, making fun of people in the audience that we don't know. One of the most nominated films that I have not seen, but the new Leonardo DiCaprio movie.
Nobody's seen that movie. Nobody's.
That means Leo's going to be there, but that's going to be fun. I hope she makes fun of Leo and his dating life, and I think she'll go there. I think it's still going to be a fun night, but it's not what it was. I actually think now it probably is a better predictor for the Oscars because now the people that are voting on it, I loved the journalists that used to vote on this. They weren't even bloggers. Like you couldn't Google them. They were like my aunt in Birmingham, England, voted on the Golden Globes. It was just
I know,
so
it was like everyone was in
random.
witness protection,
Yeah,
but they were all, but this was the thing that was great about the Globes because everybody knew the deal. It was so nakedly transactional. It was like,
yes.
remember, it was like that year Sharon Stone was like, God damn, man, give me an Oscar for Casino. Give it to me. And I don't know who she paid off or how, like, but she worked that for a Globe. And that's the kicker, right? It really mattered so much to these people that they get a Golden Globe that they would do all this crazy shit.
They would do. There were special. I remember when I was working with J Lo, there were special Golden Globe receptions that Harvey Weinstein would set up, and they'd walk in, and we literally handed them like champagne and caviar, and maybe even cash, maybe not, but it was that explicit that it was a movie in itself, and it was part of Hollywood that just made me giggle. It's gone now. It's another boring corporate night that I think Tina Fey said best. It could be an email. The whole night could just be an email.
I'd like to tell you about a new documentary I've recently watched. It's called Thank You, Dr. Fauci. And it's a deep dive into the origins of COVID-19, a potential bioarms race with China, and what could be the biggest public health deception in modern history. Award-winning filmmaker Jenner First pores over documents and grills scientists, intelligence experts, and whistleblowers. This is not a left-wing film or a right-wing film. It is a film about accountability. This is a compelling investigative work. It is urgent, unsettling, eye-opening, and it is now streaming on Angel Studios. It is a must-watch. If you have ever wondered what really goes on behind closed doors, you do not want to miss this film. Surprising to me, the layers of institutional secrecy and the courage it took to challenge them. Angel Studios is the only platform bold enough to release this, thanks to Guild members who vote on real stories. It is available over on Angel. Be ready to watch, to question, and to share. If you are ready to demand transparency, join the Angel Guild at angel.com/nerve. Become a member, stream Thank You, Dr. Fauci, and be part of the conversation demanding truth and accountability.